Did you know that Fidel Castro was the one that helped defeat white racists in South Africa and then end apartheid while America did nothing? American schools in American media will never tell you the truth. Pay attention.
Blue Diamonds.
We had to solve the problem.
Enviamos muchas de nuestras mejores unidades.
We sent many of our best divisions, pilots, planes. And we said to them, we are going to prevent the South Africans
Cuando llegó la situación había
from
una gran
acting.
crisis.
When we arrived there was a great
Y es cuando
crisis.
se desarrolla la batalla de Cuito.
It was when the Cuito-Juana Valley battle took place.
¿Sabe cuántos hombres envió Cuba a Angola en ese momento?
Do you know how many troops Cuba sent to Angola at that moment?
55,000 hombres.
55,000 troops.
55,000 hombres. Lo cual habría, y voluntarios todos.
And all of them on voluntary
Lo más
basis.
importante.
That's the most important thing of all.
En Cuito-Juana Valley se estrellaron los racistas.
And in Cuito-Juana Valley, the racists
Ellos
could not
libraron
win.
allá la batalla al este,
They wanted to have the battle to the east,
lugar difícil.
in a difficult place.
Y allí le hicimos la trampa.
But there we lay a trap for them.
Trampa contra la
We
cual
lay a
se
trap
estrellaron,
against which they clashed.
que se convirtió en un símbolo.
Because
Hicieron
their
daño.
Cuito-Juana Valley became a symbol.
Enviamos las fuerzas necesarias
We sent the necessary forces
para frenar,
to stop the South Africans' advancement
obligarlas a estrellarse
and to
allí.
force them to
Mientras le
defeat.
movimos 40,000 soldados
While we
cubanos,
moved 40,000 Cuban troops
20,000 soldados
and
angolanos
20,000 Angolan troops
hacia el suroeste
to the southwest
para amenazar
to
por
threaten
el-
them on
en
the
esa
other
dirección
side
al ejército
to
surafricano.
stop the South African army from trying
Creamos
something
la
different.
correlación de fuerza
So we were
necesaria
able to create the necessary balance of power
sencillamente para alcanzar la victoria.
simply to stop them and to attain
La
victory.
aplicación de la resolución 435
So
y
the
al final
implementation of Resolution
el cese de la
435 and at the end
como
to put an end to apartheid.
a la heroica lucha,
That was
mil
our
veces
contribution
heroica lucha
to the
del
heroic
pueblo
struggle of the
surafricano.
South African people.
De eso no se habla allí en Naciones Unidas.
You know, at the United Nations, they don't speak about that.
Escuché un gran número de discursos,
We have heard a great number of speeches.
se hablaba y se aplaudía la
People
independencia.
spoke about
de
the
la
independence. They applauded the independence of the African
Biblia.
countries.
Parecía obra y
It would
milagro.
seem that that was the work and miracle of the United
Se
Nations.
hablaba del fin. Se hablaba del fin del
There
apartheid.
were talks about the end of apartheid,
Obra y milagro
like the work and miracle of the United
de las
Nations.
Naciones Unidas. No se mencionó un solo cubano de los que murieron.
There was no mention about one Cuban
No se mencionó
of the many
ni
Cubans who
siquiera
died
el
there.
nombre de Cuba.
The name of Cuba was not even mentioned.
Vean cómo a veces
So look how sometimes
se pretende escribir la historia.
people intend to write history forgetting reality.
Yo soy Madiba, yo soy cubano y sudafricano. That's what I wrote.
Madiba and Castro had strong bonds.
You have praised Fidel Castro as a leader of human rights and said that Cuba was one of the countries that's head and shoulders above all other countries in human rights, despite the fact that documents at the United Nations and elsewhere show that Cuba is one of the worst. I was just wondering, are these your models of leaders of human rights? And if so, would you want a Gaddafi or an Arafat or a Castro to be a future president of South Africa?
One of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies. that we can and we will never do. We have our own struggle which we are conducting. We are grateful to the world for supporting our struggle. But nevertheless, we are an independent organization with its own policy. And the attitude of every country towards, our attitude towards any country is determined by the attitude of that country to our struggle. Yasser Arafat, Colonel Gaddafi, Fidel Castro support our struggle to the hilt. There is no reason whatsoever why we should have any hesitation about hailing their commitment to human rights as they are being demanded in South Africa. Our attitude is based solely on the fact that they fully support the anti-apartheid struggle. They do not support it only in rhetoric. They are placing resources at our disposal for us to win the